You know, he might be like,
Never know.
pick these inseminate you.
I used to do the show remote, and when I did it remote, I had Bumbuku there.
Yeah,
we took shots. Yeah, but I'm gonna get real. I'm gonna just dive into the culture. I'm gonna bring it out. All right, he gonna count me down. Thank you. It is an honor. I mean, folks, you do not understand the presence of what we have here today. You have no idea the enlightenment of a conversation, the enlightenment of an amazing, purposeful woman that you're about to hear. Okay, so let's deep dive into what's going on here, and then we'll talk about the show, and then we'll go into you.
Sure.
Storytelling comes natural to me because of my Haitian background. In Haiti, storytelling has long been essential to fostering communication and teaching and sharing the journey through the past, present, and future experiences of life. During the pandemic, I launched this passion project called Storyteller Certified, as you can see with my hat. A brand paired with producing video stories, but more importantly, sharing and understanding the purpose to educate, inspire, and empower people. But today, we have make sure I say it correctly, Simbi Gisele. Rooted in the sacred traditions of her Haitian lineage, Simbi is a spiritual coach, a healer, an intuitive guide whose work is deeply entwined with ancestral wisdom. But I don't want to say who she is. I'd like her to explain to you so you can hear it from her voice. And you listen in because you're about to feel it.
Stop you.
Simbi, your play. Don't blush. Just go ahead. You just don't understand.
Oh, well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much
Most
for
welcome.
having me. I'm very, very excited to be here. Who am I? I'm just a human being, for real. I'm just here experiencing. I am very intentional. I'm very intense. I'm very passionate. So for me, being Haitian is not just a flag. It's not just a food. It's not just a language. It is a culture. It is an experience. It is a pride. That is something that is so big to who we are. So for me, understanding what it means to be Haitian, that can look like different things for everybody, but for real, for me, what it's rooted in is having an understanding of self, having an understanding of history and of spirit. So as I say in my bio, spirit leads me.
That's
and
right.
So for me, the most important thing is my connection to spirit. So I'm not typical. I haven't followed anybody else's path. But that's probably my Aquarius sun, just like, I'm going to forge my own way. But I'm a little bit of everything. Whatever medium I'm able to channel the message and the direction that God and Spirit have given me is what I use.
A beautiful thing. And everything you're saying is so in alignment and such traditionally valued, which makes perfect sense. I don't think people meet each other by chance.
No.
I met Simbi online, and it was during the pandemic when everyone was down and out, and they was just searching for a way to be present and for healing and really figuring out what's going on here, but at the same time, the next level of life. And I just remember tapping into you. You responded, but then we wanted to tap even more, so we reached out a lot of times, and I just really appreciate the openness that you had and the relationship that we were able to develop and finally be able to meet you face to face.
I know it's been a long time coming, but like you said, for me, it's nothing happens by accident. So in that mutual effort and that mutual this is somebody that I can vibe with. This is somebody that's cool for me, especially during the pandemic. I got really. Because the same way people were searching for healing is we were also really searching for ourselves, because it was the first time we got a chance to sit down for more than 2 seconds and not job, food, get home, kids, family life. It was like everybody's stuck inside.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it. I had
was
no
fantastic.
Problems with
besides the sickness and the death, of course.
Yeah.
We do not. That's not fantastic. But the chance for the whole world to just
pause, reset.
For almost 2 years.
Yes.
It has not happened since the beginning of the 19th century.
Didn't
so
seem like
it was a really wild time. So for me on the other end of people receiving my gift and my healing, it was really just I got to pour into this passion that I have of giving others the chance to, because my work is all centered around helping others find themselves. I don't do the work for you. I'm not here to tell you exactly what to do. I'm not a guru by any means. I'm not like, this is what you need to do Monday, Tuesday.
Right.
I'm going to help you find what you need to find, and everybody's journey is different. So helping that time helped me tap into that, and it was so fulfilling to be able to help other people find themselves. And it was, you are one of a good handful of beautiful connections that I made during that time.
Right, but it was well received.
Yeah, I
very
appreciate
well received.
that.
And again, I think a lot of people just kind of just forget about that time period, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed going out and no cars were on the road.
Yes.
I enjoyed going for long walks, and I enjoyed meditating with the family and really bringing them in, right? And you were part of that, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Your cultural background and your traditional values in your household, how did that impact you growing up?
So I had a very non-traditional household. So
I'm hearing that a lot. I am hearing that a lot. But before you dive into it, we did too. Like, we didn't deep dive into our family and our culture until like in my 20s.
Yeah.
So it was very kind of just what they called, Haitian American.
Yeah, for the diaspora, that's very common to be like, you're Haitian at home and American out in the streets.
Exactly.
But for me, it was, so my dad is Haitian and my mom is Eastern European and New Yorker. So for me, I spent time between both of them because they separated. And my father was very much like the black sheep of the family. Like, he was a Rasta and was
Haitian
vegetarian and vegan at certain points.
Right.
Like,
he was like, oh, you pas manger viande? And you Haitian?
Chaque fois nous aller là, ma tante moi dit, oh, ou pas manger rien chez vous, ou pas manger un petit du si vous voulez.
Ah, ou pas bien viande sou.
Ou pas rien. So it was really interesting being raised by my dad, who is like this one version of being Haitian, because he's very non-traditional in all the senses of like, he fully embraced Vodou. My name is completely centered in Vodou. Like, that's not something I gave myself. That's my birth certificate. So he's fully entrenched in all of these things that a lot of Haitians find taboo. But then I go to my family's, like my extended family's house, my aunts and my uncles and my cousins, and they're very traditional Haitian and Haitian American. And, we have Friday dinner and everybody lives in the same house and the other house is down the block. It's very close-knit. And so that was a very interesting juxtaposition. But then, of course, being with my mom, who's like not Haitian at all. And so, of course, I had all of these cultures that weave together the tapestry that is me and created a really big, diverse picture. But it was always so important to me. And I was craving that Haitian culture. And I went to live in Haiti for the first time. Like, I had visited, but I went to live when I was 10, going on 11. Okay. And I had like a
Where were you living?
In Haiti?
In what city? In Jacmel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like there's Jacmel, the city, which is a really big coastal town, and then there is like Sivadje and like the surrounding mountains and smaller towns. So it was like a very rural existence.
How long were you there?
Maybe a year, maybe a little bit more, but like not
but
much
you got
longer
that experience.
I got that experience.
Yeah.
But even at that young, I was very intentional about wanting to learn how to speak Creole, like properly, in the sense of like, I'm still not fluent by any means. I don't have all the vocabulary, but I know how to speak Creole.
But you can comprehend the conversation.
Oh yeah, for sure. So for me, like, I was very sensitive to, you're not really Haitian because you don't speak the language, you're not really Haitian, da, 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 da. So even at that young, I was like, I want the culture, I want the experience. So it has shaped so much about me, that constant seeking and craving of the language, the history, because so much about Haiti is gatekept.
Of course.
Even from Haitians, by Haitians, by others.
I never understood that
we don't
until
know
I
so
got
much.
older. Yeah.
Now you understand the politics behind it. But even like, because I always like to brush up a little bit on history, especially when I'm going to be talking about ISTWA, when I'm going to be talking about Haiti. And even like, we know so little about some of the biggest leaders in our revolution. We know so little about even a lot of our history, because there was so many players involved and so many of them not wanting to admit to what was actually going on, because it was like, how is this tiny little nation
so powerful,
800, 1,000 miles away from these big powers,
around the world,
creating such a big change?
Come on now.
Creating such a big change. So it's like just going back, I've always craved to learn about Haiti, to know as much as I can, whether it be food or language or traditions, voodoo, history. So it shaped everything about me.
That's so beautiful. My brother and I got shipped there, so we call it shipped.
But we were doomed.
But we were young, because I remember my crib, because my parents, I hear them talk about, and I think we were there for like 2 years and some change. When we went there, I had an afro. When I came back, I didn't. Oh yeah, no, I came back, I was chagrined. I do remember vividly that every plane that flew by, I was like, they coming to get me. So I think I was so sad.
2 years?
Yeah, 2 years. And it was just me and my bro. So that's why me and him were just so tight. My oldest brother.
At least you had him, though.
It was just him and I.
A lot of kids get shipped over and they by themselves.
But we heard stories. I remember, because I don't know if you know the cribs back in the day, they had like the little song timer on it. Hey. My parents said they were shipping it and they thought it was a bomb. The crib got stopped at the airport. Oh my God. I was like, I don't know if it was customs or Haiti customs, which one.
Probably
but we hear that story all the time. But for me, and I love that you had that experience, is because you had a chance to be able to experience our culture, our roots, our food. Speaking of that, speaking of that, so you said it was 2 different households, right?
Yes.
So you were able to get Haitian food here and then traditional American food. How was that?
Well, my mama didn't cook, so I got Haitian food, and then I got
you got real food. No, we just got straight Haitian food. So when I was at grammar school, all Haitians go to grammar school. I remember eating pancake day. So I was just like about cutting my pancakes up, and this girl was like, "You know, I could put syrup on it." I was like, "No, that's how I eat it." I had never eaten pancakes before. So I'm in there just and mouth dry. So I got home, I was like,
where's
Mom,
the water?
Yeah, I was like, puis on va faire pancake là, just kiss our pancake here. So I mangé haïtian, the whole time, right? So
done. Haitians, one thing about it, our food may not be the healthiest, but it's all nutritious in some way, shape, or form. It may have a little bit too much oil,
we don't appreciate
but it's good.
it until we get older, that the food that they were making had the nourishment and to keep us healthy each and every day.
Every single day.
Yeah. So I'm happy that we're having to understand this comparison of things of your household. What misconceptions did you grow by? Misconceptions meaning that this understanding about it wasn't cool to be Haitian when you were younger. Like, we got joked. It was 4 of us. We would come from school. It was like Haitian creation, go back to your nation, Haitian booty scratcher, so, and they was like, oh, all Haitians are black. Like, it was just so many terrible things that we heard growing up. How was it for you?
Growing up being Haitian, like I said, I was always very proud, and I grew up outside of the States, on and off. So for me, I didn't have as much of that American conditioning towards being Haitian. More so, it was like people had just never heard of Haiti where I was. So it was like, I felt cool because I was like, okay, I'm your introduction to Haiti. Yeah. But then on the flip side, when I was in America, it was very much like, you're not Haitian.
Oh, of course.
Like,
I have
all day
no
long.
idea what
they were
that's
like,
about.
you're not Haitian. I was like, do you want me to like go get my dad to like, why would I lie about that? That's so stupid. So it was more so invalidating than it was insulting. Yeah. Because when you have people telling, and not that like one is worse than the other, but when you have people telling you that like what you are is bad, that's insulting.
Yeah.
And it's disregarding and devaluing who you are. But when somebody's telling you like you're not that, it's like, you don't know me. You don't even know what Haitians are. You're telling me I'm not Haitian. Exactly. Like, matter of fact, go to Haiti. Go see what the people look like.
Perceived that we're Haitian, and didn't know Haiti was so diverse
at all. Nobody knows Haiti is so diverse. A lot of Haitians themselves don't know Haiti is so diverse. But you also have, when you think about it, you have whole 2, maybe 3 generations of people that have never even been to Haiti.
Right. Yeah.
Because when you have everything that happened in the 70s and the 80s, you have people that had to literally flee for their lives, and it was swaths of people. Yeah. Like huge portions of the population having to leave and go to Canada, come here, go to Mexico, Colombia. Because there's Haitian, like conglomerations of Haitians all over the world.
Right.
So when you have these people that like they're fearful to go, they're fearful to go back. They're not letting their children and their grandchildren go because of that fear.
What is that about? Like our parents told today, oh, what is that like?
It's PTSD.
You won't be safe.
It's PTSD.
And then I got friends that been going back and forth.
It's PTSD.
Right.
It's strictly PTSD because when you're talking about Papa Doc and Baby Doc and Toto Makut coming into people's homes and literally taking their fathers, their brothers, their husbands out of the house and never seeing them yet. Yeah. That's PTSD.
It really, really is. It really
is. It's PTSD.
Yeah.
And we're also a nation and of a culture that don't talk about mental illness.
Oh, that's like the bad
That's
rule.
A whole other conversation.
Who is someone to them in the street that's like literally going
insane.
Crazy? Mind you.
But at the same time, there is a whole subset of Munfu, which is crazy people that are Yogi Wongasuyo. They have like some type of bad magic on them. Yeah. So when you associate people that are mentally insane, maybe somebody that, for example, has schizophrenia or what is the other one called? It starts with a B. I just blanked on it.
It's not ringing in my head now either.
But there's the two like really extreme forms of mental illness that really affect your psyche and your consciousness and what you can see and perceive in the world.
Right.
They associate things like that with something being done to you.
Right. Oh yeah.
So of course, when you say there's one blanket term for somebody that's crazy, is Munfu.
It's in Bayofil.
So it's like okay, there's a lot of as a spectrum, as many things are. So when you have a culture that just completely associates anything bad, anything crazy, anything abnormal with you're crazy, you do voodoo, you do whatever, then it's like, okay, we don't talk about any of this.
And we don't, and we should talk about it.
We have to. In all cultures.
Right. This really, really extends into the conversation. Did you think growing up that you would be doing what you're doing today? Because when we talk about this whole, what we just left off the conversation about Munki Fu or Munki Mizin to be grounded, you know, we say grounded in the American terminology, but did you think that you would be doing and living the life that you're living today?
Absolutely not.
Wow. What did you want to do?
I asked myself that the other day. I was like, what did I want to do? I wanted to be a fashion designer because I've always had an affinity with fashion. I wanted to be a fashion designer. I always knew I was going to do something creative, but I wasn't sure because I lived a really unstable life in my childhood. So it was really just like, wherever I end up.
Did your parents have any perception of what, like, oh, you're supposed to be a doctor, lawyer, or engineer?
No, because that's what I'm saying. Like both of my parents are very untraditional.
That's
my mom
right.
She started as a yoga teacher.
Yeah.
Became a kind of like a spiritual teacher herself. My dad has always been a chef,
spiritual
cook,
healing.
this type of thing. So it was really just like whatever you want to do.
Wow, that's so.
Whatever you want to do.
Not traditional.
It's not traditional, and it's nice in that it's not restricting, but it's also not nice because it's not like. I wasn't encouraged to have a lot of focus. Yeah. In the sense of like, okay, you're showing interest or promise in this area, we're gonna pour into that. Because as a child, you don't have a lot of discipline. Right. So you need your parents to sometimes like, no, you have to do this.
You should be doing that.
You have to go to practice. You have to sit down and do this. I didn't have that. I didn't have a lot of stability in the sense of staying in one place for a long time. So I didn't have that like coach or mentor or teacher that was in my life consistently. Yeah. So it was really like, I'm interested in fashion, so I'll pursue that as I am able to and see to. But it was really just like, whatever happens, happens.
Okay. Well, I want you to continue that, but I just want to let you know you're spot on.
Okay.
I remember you and I having a conversation, and I was just in the midst of really trying to figure things out. Yeah. The pandemic was coming to a weird close, and you said to me, you said that the ancestors said to you, and you said it over and over again, go to your roots. Do you remember that?
When I channel, it's just like...
Yeah, for sure. You said go to your roots. And it took me a couple of weeks to process that, but I knew what you meant. And go to your roots was really to go back and channel in this life of storytelling. Yeah. Go to the basis of it, the foundation of it, and then let it come back out to figure things out. And look at me today doing this amazing conversation of ISTWA. But then I was able to land this very fulfilling job at the Film Commission. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
No, seriously, thank you for letting me bring that message to you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time to ponder, because you didn't have to.
No, I could have been like,
you could have been like,
she
okay,
a witch doctor.
I'm gonna go, pour a little song for the ancestors and wave my flag a little harder. She probably
researched me on the internet or something, and there was none of that.
No,
so
because you were open,
and I appreciate it. So how? I mean, that's so eye-opening to know that what you're doing today, right? So how did you even move into that space of life?
So it was kind of always like around. I was always interested, and it wasn't necessarily the pandemic, but it was, I would say, like 2018, 2019, when I was like, and they were like, hey.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hey, girl, what's up?
You listened.
What's up? Okay. And they definitely, it was not like a boom, bars and break the door open, and now it's like I'm hearing voices all the time. It was very much like, and I say this to everybody that I talk to that indicates that they have some kind of curiosity or wanting to start a relationship with their ancestors or any spirit. It's a relationship.
That's true.
We have a relationship. We built a relationship.
Right.
Nobody, nothing is bigger or more powerful or more creative than you are. It is a relationship.
It's true.
So I talk to God the same way that I would talk to another person that I respect and love. I talk to individual lois and individual ancestors and individual spirits because I have a relationship with them. I've built that over time and consistency. I communicate with them. I tell them, yo, you've been showing me this one message this one way. I don't know what the hell you mean. Show me in this way. This is how I understand.
Right.
I build language with them. I build consistency with them. I build routine with them. And it shifts and it changes and it flows just as everything else in life. So it's a relationship. So it wasn't one day on, one day off. It was something that was built. I say my gifts are like a muscle. Like I build them like a muscle. But my relationship with all of these things is a relationship.
That's beautiful. That is.
And it's also, I'm not special.
Yeah.
I'm special. But I'm not special in that regard.
Right.
Anybody can build that relationship. No matter what your religion or your spirituality or your faith is,
right,
you can build that relationship.
Your friends, or not, let's not call them friends, just associates or people that may not have understood Haiti, the culture, the background, the religion, the voodoo. Was there any kind of weird misconception about that? So let me dive into a little bit more, because I remember growing up, voodoo was always like, because American TV made a very good job, did a really good job showing this really, really black person in this hut, tent or whatever, and this scary, right? And they made it so scary. That's because, to me, some of my cousins that have are afraid. But they're afraid because of what they saw, but then they're missing out.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So people have this weird misconception about understanding that it's the roots of our culture. You know, so was anyone in your, I'm not even going to say circle.
I was going to say no, because I'm very, like I said at the beginning, I'm very intense.
Okay.
I'm very passionate.
Yeah.
So I am who I am at all times and in all moments.
Say it again.
I am who I am at all times and in
so
all moments.
Powerful.
So I didn't get any pushback per se. What I will say is, I think I was blessed. One of my gifts is that I am palatable. Is what I will say. So a lot of people online that are curious and maybe a little trepidatious about voodoo have been able to come to me and say, like, what is this? What does this mean? And I'm very welcoming and open. I'm not here to educate anybody. It's not my job to educate anybody on anything when it comes to being Haitian or voodoo or ISTWA. But I will share information and share resources so that you can go do the research on your own. Because critical thought and research are things that we are not taught in school, but are so important to being a human being.
It really, really, really is.
So important. So I wouldn't say I ever got any pushback. My close people have always known. My associates and anybody outside of that have always kind of known. And like I said, the only anything that's not like complete acceptance has been online, but it's always just been like, here's what I do know.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you feel, what your opinion is, but here's what I know. This is what I have experienced. So if that helps you at all or inspires you to do any research, I love that.
That openness that you have is so true, because I remember, in my early 20s when we were being, I remember going in our first, we went to Brooklyn. But I was never afraid. So you go in this huge room, there's mad Haitian, there's so much going on. You see the white people dressed in white, you see the people dressed in color. So I actually went and did my own research for me. I got 4 brothers, but I did my own. I was like, I need to study and understand.
And everybody's journey is different. You can have, like you said, 4 brothers, and everybody has a different interaction or relationship with it. It just depends on who they are. Because in one family, for example, in my family, there's 6 siblings that are the aunts and uncles.
Sure.
One of those 6 has chosen to actively participate in voodoo. The others have respect, or
they just
can stay over there. I have my thing, you have your thing. I believe that everybody has the ability to connect, but some people have like an undeniable
that's it, I'm not doing that.
Or an undeniable, this is fully me. This is a part of every day of my life. This is my lifestyle.
It's a disservice. My daughter's 16, my son is 26. They are thoroughly immersed in what we do, and they understand it. As a matter of fact, last night my wife was braiding her hair, and my daughter was like, I miss talking to Boav. Like we just, she was like, I would just like to hear, because we had a family that we were really connected with in Florida, and I just remembered her as like a toddler, just being by the candles and being by the floor and just really embracing it. And I was so happy that her spirit did that. And my son was all in. You go to his apartment now, candle, and he understands what he has to do and what he needs to do every year. And I'm happy that I was able to do that for them. Especially with me and in my career and then what we do. I was like, I'm happy that we're able to embrace that. So embracing the culture is not a problem.
No, and I think it's the misconception that I have most often encountered is that voodoo is not, it's not akin to a Christianity or a Judaism. It's not a religion. There are rules and regulations if you are going to serve and practice. There is commandments in the sense of like, this is what you do and don't do to be a good human being regardless. But it is really so enmeshed with being Haitian. You cannot be Haitian without having been affected by voodoo.
That's true. Yeah.
We would not have had our revolution and our independence if it were not for voodoo. That's not something to be debated.
Which people that they don't even know about.
It's not a woo-woo, this is what I feel, this is a fact. So to be Haitian and to condemn something that is a part of you, to condemn a part of your DNA, is one of the ways that the oppressors have continued to be successful. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You can't even preach that any louder. And if you don't understand that as and maybe we call it dust, a person today, you don't understand that's part of the plan always.
Oh, yeah.
Is to suppress that. But let me ask you, because I know you were going deep into this, where you are today and like what you're doing, do you, this is just a question, but I already know what the answer is.
Okay.
Do you feel like it's a sense of purpose and passion in how you are living in who you are today? And really, because, and again, really helping to inspire and empower people to be their better self.
Yes. And I don't say it enthusiastically only because I believe that was my purpose, the thing I would do only for the rest of my life for a long time. But we are allowed to change. We are allowed to change our minds and to evolve. What I understand now is that me just being me will achieve that. I don't have to look a certain way or do a certain thing or only present myself as a spiritual practitioner or a guide for people. It's more so that no matter what I do, like I said, no matter what medium I'm channeling through, my purpose will come across.
I love that.
Because Haiti is a part of everything that I do. So whether it be a book that I'm writing or a podcast or Reiki session or whatever I do, it will be translated and it will come across as it needs to come across. So of course it's a part of my purpose and it is something I'm very passionate about, but it's not the only thing I'm here to do.
And Simbi, that's why you are who you are, and that's why you're serving the way that you're serving, and that's why what you do is not what you only do.
No.
It's ministry.
Yeah.
All my guests, I try when I get to that moment in the last part of our conversation, understand that what they do is ministry. So thank you. I appreciate you traveling to come and have this intimate conversation with me and opening yourself up to let my listeners and letting my viewers see and feel and understand who you are. So we'll have information up about who you are. And if you're so inclined to be open, to be hearing and to have this openness, contact Simbi.
Yes, I will receive you with love and with some type of information, whatever you need.
So I appreciate you coming in today so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
God bless you. I appreciate you, sister.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.